some shit to talk about, bro. Yeah, there's some shit to talk about, bro. Like, there's no direct shit, so yeah. Yeah, we're here, bro. Where Daya told us to go.
Come and have a good look yourself. So this is my start of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
Alright.
You got it. Podcast. Thanks to enough for always looking after my kids.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. That little Eremite mercenary group got nearly an open conflict. But does the core 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that?
Wow! Talk about early, this is big! Huh? That's going to be expensive for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier?
Or Dia.
But Diamond just need to take the feeling that there's lots of danger lurking in this town. Let's get over there so we can start looking for leads.
Let's go.
Nobody ever the academia left is related to that. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Alfred told us to try posing as academia students while asking around. Simon kept the attack down going here, and the academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormuz. Simon doesn't get it. Why are you even more suspicious going around saying we're academia students and asking about the stolen items?
Right, we should figure that out before doing anything else.
Well, given all the people that come through here every day, there's any information to be found, why not best we could try to interact with? Just ask around and see what we come up with.
So let's do this shit. So yeah. Oh, him. What's that?
Welcome. How can I help you, too? Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the academia ever come to Port Ormuz? Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormuz to cut loose of it.
Alright.
Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormuz offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even students just want to come to Port Ormuz. The students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the academia. You see over there? Those are students from the academia.
They look pretty serious.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the class that teaches us what we need, then life is good. Those students need to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Right. Eavesdrop on their conversation.
Oh, boy. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of sightings between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormuz. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Wexile is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Something or other?
They're called Ain el-Ahmar. Today, I might be in their possession at the moment.
Wow.
Kind of wrong. Don't be pleased. Many of the Eremites in Port Ormuz were treating this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of academia. Because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then you'll be married. I've heard that Einal Husmar likes to set up shop at the Gaspar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with $500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything. Wait, did you say $500,000?
Wow,
Information alone
that's a
costs
lot.
that much. How can we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? Guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this plan. I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of student in college? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us. I guess that makes sense. And the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. How do we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Wow. Did you hear that? I mean, field of research? And maybe now? That's a pretty suspicious proposal. Is now something people just buy and sell like that?
Very suspicious indeed. You don't buy knowledge, bro.
What's their plan?
That's what the bar tavern.
Don't you know what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us $500,000 more. Have you lost your mind?
Buy more information is worth the price.
Oh, all right. I never got you to see the party with that kind of motor. But if you know what you're doing, then you should give it a shot.
Let's go to the tavern. So, this shit. Oh, it's nighttime already? Alright. There it is.
This is the place we heard those stories talking about. Let's find a teacher and see if we can stop the quick
So, you sit down and wait some time.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat. So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh. Once we reclaim the power of King Detret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes. Yeah, they're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of more this time, so we mustn't underestimate them. How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora? Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Well, he ain't coming back, homeboy.
Wow. All you guys talk about is congestion. So they're probably the ones they're looking for.
Greater Lord Bruca de Vata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Detret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Greater Lord, a traitor?
Yeah, I was wondering what they mean too. We should text about that if you get the test later.
It's the Eremite. These idiots.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
I'm a traveler.
A traveler?
That's probably not the time to talk about that. What did the students say about my survey of Pathfinder?
I'm a tourist from academia.
Student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormo?
I'm looking for info on certain something.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Well, what are you waiting for?
have one more question.
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deathstick just now. We're actually interested to know more because,
Like, like, you're not good at shit.
Fine. Since you've already handed over to Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeria. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. Stephen stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our God shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true God will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret.
So he's turning.
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end. Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Supreme Septimia lunatic? Yeah,
Shit.
it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen a minute. That address you gave me is fake. Or at least, you want some merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item and means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase that item, and they use that to squeeze you for all the more of your work.
Yeah, so they scam artists essentially for
Hey,
this.
shut it all, Haytham. What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this,
Yeah, scammers. So
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss. Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you. Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future. I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people in the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception. It's a suggestion that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one. I accept. After all, even the Archons need to work to negotiate the ownership of Quebec. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will seem a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also,
wow.
a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
Oh shit.
What did you say?
Yeah, you heard him, dumbass.
Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past? This guy is really out of his mind. Okay then, if you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Faros Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Oh shit, they're about to fight his ass.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 more to them.
Yep. He returned our money, bro.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Mr. Iman, thank you for your staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word of the student, would it?
Oh shit,
Well,
expose your ass.
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the real compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Oh, did you see that? He not only got us our moral back, but took the analyze from us too. Wow, he thinks you know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's pick up with him and ask him questions.
Yeah, he didn't go that far, so yeah. So
What do you
yeah.
want?
Thank you for your help back there.
No need for that. My goal was to get to them, and these two gave me just the opportunity I needed. Where is it? Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. If they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. Alright? Goodbye.
Since you poured through their skill right in front of them, we might know the real story about certain symptoms, you know?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
I'm gonna that thing up.
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you have nothing to do with your lie.
Perhaps we could also toss turns.
Huh? Oh, yeah! You're pretty strong. Weren't you saying something about a physical experience? We can help with that.
She doesn't even have a business. Forget it.
Like we dealt with this shit before, and we don't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but you could still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way to go asking for info from from guys like that. Those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
Alright. Thanks, then. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you're happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you could tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 more for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
You know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the airheads deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
It seems like some kind of knowledge.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the asset before.
Yeah.
And this is what you've been looking for.
Oh, that?
Man, look how it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature concept.
Wow.
Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its content.
Anyone?
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their content without any requisites.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Canary to privately possess or trade them.
Wow.
They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Elemental into the Akasha, and
and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been reached in Port Ormond. The valuable ones are a means to Mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
Yeah. I heard that the academia lost something recently.
Ah, so that's your true objective.
Want to learn more about it?
With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
What do I have to do?
It is still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Alright, let's go, people. Alright, let's go. Right here. Oh shit. Investigate. Let's do this shit.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
What is it?
I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
Dory.
Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock.
Alright.
I'll say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Well, fine. Well, how do you hold us in here?
These two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks you might have up your sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wear, and she only likes customers she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some puns for you. Buy her eye of quality wares and earn her approval.
Alright.
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
I can use it.
Oh, and that's a surprise. I guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue. Here are two knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
One.
They look routine to buy one.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
Alright, one is glowing.
How so? Did you see anything?
One of them shines brighter.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge captures generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Erminsoul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds really impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here's the more for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any more left over, just keep it. And be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormond lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Master?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Mantra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
I'm going to take a look at
Okay,
it.
then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Hotel of Thunder. We'll have an open discussion then.
Looking at what our Hazel knows, what is important to recruiting your old owners? What's some of these instructions and how to get agreement with him?
Instructions. Oh, that's the book. Right, and wine flower. That's another rose. Now customer. So. Okay, so I think I got the knowledge. If I look at it, so yeah.
Hello? What are you two looking to buy?
I want to buy some raw horror fruit.
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? I know Debbie was that on the paper.
Oh, unripe shit.
What a unique palate. We have unripe power fruit, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone next for you.
Alan and the paper guys have to go in.
Grown up, these two want to buy unripe power fruit. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You two, please follow me.
Alright.
You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Khmeru coat in quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Khmeru rose means common milk. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Ooh, that's not cool. There was no.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
Yeah, let's take a look, bro. Okay, unripe. Wine flower. I didn't even see the unripe shit.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today.
Or
Earlier,
the
many
stuff
of our
here.
horror fruits have taken my money.
Sorry to hear that.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mine means they cleared out.
I'm sorry, but as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order. Why don't you two think things over?
Just about. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Ahisa gave us.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our horror fruits have taken my money.
That's what to you.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Oh, this one.
What? That's what I answered. But eating horror food that makes your head and ears this was a bad life decision.
Would you
Yeah.
like your horror fruits to be packaged in the Khmeru City or Port Ormuz style?
No, please,
I'm guessing that you're going for more traditional packaging since this is your first time here.
The new city style moves her own style of new things. You won't take us to see joy if we do that.
I'm sorry, but it's...
Alright, so we're basically up to it.
Before I retrieve your... please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our horror fruits were taken by mine. Thanks. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
What? That's what it is. But eating horror fruit that makes
Would you like your horror fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style?
Or almost messed
Wow,
up.
you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your product beautifully. Okay. Everything has been confirmed. The story is waiting for you up at... Shoot! A monster! Run!
What? The monster? Oh, we need to get with Doctor and protect it. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that appointment.
Sweet. Falling, bro. Run! Run, bitch, run! Can't let the monsters catch us, bro.
If you're hiding from the fish one, Papa, come this way. Another pepper. Oh, that one's people behind the building.
Right.
Here, over here.
Oh, that story.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit in the story. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're doing? We must have done you with the robot failure. Hey, what kind of face is this, Brain? I keep doing enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you've actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything. Besides that, my moron, you've been involved in some pretty silly, haven't you? I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it. I can't get things that make people start coughing and coughing after just a few faces. No matter how much more they would have. Not only will they get caught by the mafia, but they'll also get us into trouble. A decent first time and honest business. We don't need any of that. Don't you agree? So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry. I won't ask you any questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge boxes to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have the afternoon. Oh, no. Then you're all good.
Jeez, bro, it's good time.
Yes, of course. Well, hope you so. Well, yeah. Wow. This is wonderfully small. It's probably the experience level of the monster package offer. What kind of product do you think might be a customer? Again, the monitors for the reasons for value. However, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example, an analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the profile. Only 3 people and all of the that have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for $350,000.
That's a lot.
Hey, what kind of users should be stock pocket? Oh, cool guys. To the architectural styles and construction methods With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent and well-paying job in nearly any nation. Ooh, you think this could be useful? No, and it's yours. Yours, son. Oh, that's so wonderful! Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and types of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom.
Wow.
Let's have a look at that information.
I think this one. And this one. I love this one.
You really got a good head on your shoulders. Oh, quite quality.
You take into truth a variety of canned knowledge.
Oh my, you are blessed. And capable to use courses and be extracting. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen, I'm going to set an offer for you, Taylor. If you spend just 100,000 more, you can take any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million more. Okay, right now? Did you hear that? Spend another 100K, and we get a capsule worth a whole million.
Oh no, finally.
All the 10 knowledge you just bought is usually worth half a dozen more. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million more. Isn't that a fantastic deal? Think about it. Besides the obvious trouble to get this 10 knowledge, and so far, everything we bought belongs to all people. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole 10 knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
I think you're the one who's curious.
You still have around 100,000 about you from Florida. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. You got a deal, boys. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 more. Excellent. I can see. Select from this fine collection of candles over here.
See.
Hold on a second. I thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the one from over there? Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million more each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a bad feeling about this. I hope you tell me the price again, this capsule.
Alright, fine. Oh, it's scam.
What did you see?
They all seem to be equally right.
So they're all worth about the same amount?
Probably means.
Well, anyway, the mill's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. What time I take a look here? An introduction to traditional vanilla brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient rooms. Oh, how about this one? Sword fighting techniques 8. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge could be useful, right? Let's go with this one.
Oh, I mean,
Right? We'll take this one. All right. Very good. I'm expecting some music in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon, whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need. Bring your more at the door, and doors will open.
alright.
And here's the story which, weirdly enough, was also a small business in music reason.
Yeah, you love more Tony Tony. So, the town puts the wreck. The town direct thing happened earlier, bro. And I can't wait for Nintendo Switch 2, bro. Comes out, I think, in June. If I can remember. I think it was June 5th. It says that it comes out, and there's gonna be a lot of games just coming to the system, bro. You got Mario Kart World, bro. A open world Mario Kart game, bro. That's pretty cool, bro. So that open world Mario Kart game, Mario Kart World, is gonna be the official name for Mario Kart 9, bro. So yeah. And you would have 24 racers in a single race. That's double of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and shit. So yeah. And regular Mario Kart 8 as well. So yeah. So yeah. Let's get Donkey Kong Bonanza. And we're gonna talk more about it after this cutscene.
You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Wow. There's so many people from the academia here. Why did you pick this place as I need a spot?
Well, Wicella Fingers is under the academia's control. So naturally, the academia has people working here. I spend the course almost under the pretense of conducting official business.
Yeah, pretty doing that.
Yeah.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything you say, and the marker won't come here. Okay, now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
You bring all hot to him.
Here's what you asked. Well,
Yeah.
can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
It's not a secret or anything.
Yeah, he just wants to hit the guy at Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Canary for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the academia had lost something that might be related to the guy, we came here because it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to use the Genshin archive? Ooh, or even how to find your brother?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
For real?
Where is that?
That's what we need to find out next.
Wow, your goal is to find out it
I
too.
won't deny that. I'm investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several decades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to fulfill ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ayn al-Ahmar. They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains King Death's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the academia tarnish their babies.
Wow, that's fucked up. Wow.
Ayn al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business before coming to negotiating with me.
Wow. That's pretty crazy, man.
The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next 2 days. Each brigade will put their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the month's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hand the divine knowledge capsule ends up in, my agreement with them will fall through. Stories is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
Alright.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Wow.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine knowledge capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Yeah, exactly what I want.
Awesome. Before we go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? I think you do. Doing so right under the academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Alright. Oh, so that's to end Zhanyu's chapter, bro. Or her story. Yeah, let's do her story, bro. First, before we could continue on with chapter 3, bro. So, yeah. Or we could continue chapter 3. We could do this one first, then Zhanyu shit. So, yeah. Yeah, let's go. Or Omo. Pretty nice ass music, bro. So here.
Alright. Looks like work. Tell me the capsule first.
Cool.
Fighting technique 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Really? Oh, yeah, what a good find!
If you want to determine the efficacy of the capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We
Right.
can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles, one before using this knowledge capsule and one after. While you fight, you can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters.
Right.
There may be variances in the physical strength between the 2 types, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry. I'll run statistical analyses afterwards to mitigate any confounding effects.
Wow! Awesome! You must be one of those guys at the academia who got top grades on everything.
Yeah.
I'm curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed 10 knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the monster for this capsule?
Most curious about this shit.
When you're unable to understand the researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Curiosity, like in King Classes, bro. So, yeah.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
Alright, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Right. You know what? I'll wait until next episode to start the test, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna wait a little longer until the episode. I'm gonna wait a little longer until I do it, bro. But let's include Zanyu's story quest. But yeah,
Bad after Thank you for completing today's commission. Here is your reward.
so
Huh. Your concerns are excessive and unfounded. This is but a simple collection of ordinary valuables. Such intense scrutiny is hardly necessary.
To be quite honest, your insistence on that fact is my primary cause for concern. In what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I simply can't risk shelling out that kind of mora without proper scrutiny. If I'm wrong, I'll never be able to earn it back, even if I work every single day for the rest of my life.
I have to be careful. Yes. Never be too careful.
Oh, perfect timing. This ignoramus has questioning the authenticity of my wares. I have you know,
really,
these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. Questioning their legitimacy is pure folly.
Several
bro.
hundred years?
Indeed. They're family heirlooms, you see, passed down over many generations, as families are wont to do.
Yeah.
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of more, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to hold them with your own eyes. Doubt their authenticity any further, and I may just decide to take them to another buyer.
Whoa, please don't go! I apologize for any insult. You see, I know full well that I lack the knowledge to judge the true worth of this item. If you could wait for a moment, I'd hire an expert to appraise them for me. He should be here shortly.
An expert, you say? Very well. I will wait for a little while longer then. Traveler, Primarch, is my new resident. If you have cautious with my company in the future, this is where you can find me.
Right.
Master! Oh, it's you two again. Hello.
Yep. Yep.
Master made it for me. I like this thing. Huh? You know how to make clothes? Do I know how to make clothes? With the support of the proper mechanism, sewing is hardly a challenge. Master, I brought in most of my stuff. There's a few boxes left, but they're kind of heavy, so I just left them outside. Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room. Actually, I should probably sort through my stuff a bit first. I'm going to say nothing right now, so maybe you could not lift it, Master? Yeah, this is it. It appears my young apprentice has her own fair share of secrets. No matter. She was too much tired. Now, this expert connection. When can we expect her arrival?
Soon.
Wow.
There he is. Here, allow me to make some introductions.
Oh,
This
Zhong Li
Mr.
is
Zhong
one.
Li, a well-respected consultant at Wangshang's funeral parlor and an expert in all manner of valuables and antiques.
Wow. So we got Zhong Li and Zhang Yun in 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 the same place, bruh. Two people who are famous, with Zhong Li being Rex Lapis and Zhang Yun being Cloud Retainer, now being converted into humans, living a normal life. So yeah.
Mr. Zhong Li, this is Miss Shen Yu. She's the one who's looking to sell the collection of valuables I mentioned earlier. Huh.
If it isn't Miss Shen. It has been quite some time since our last meeting. What a serendipitous release.
Indeed, most serendipitous. Have you been faring well at the rate, Mr. Zombie?
Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experience has left me with such impact and peace.
Huh. So you two are already acquainted?
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together again. If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Finley is a well-regarded collector and appraiser. She is well-versed in all fields, and oft celebrated for her impeccable taste. You stand to gain much from this opportunity.
Wow.
You are too kind, Mr. Zombie. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail. I can say without a doubt that you are foremost in that regard.
Alright.
Why, you flatter me, Miss Shinman. It would seem that you are as self-effacing as ever.
Not at all, Mr. Zombie. Not at all.
While I am loath to butt into the conversation, I must ask, you two already knew each other, and you seem to have quite a cordial relationship. Can I be certain that you're not working together to trouble me? I mean, you never know.
No.
A preposterous accusation. The heavens themselves would collapse before we would conspire to do such a thing.
Miss Shinman seeks the truth. Contracts are built on honesty and trust. If that proves to be beyond your capabilities in this instance, this transaction may be taken elsewhere.
Say no more. Let us depart.
Alright.
I guess. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Darnley himself has vouched for the good in the genuine way?
Damn. Oh my god. Fucking crazy.
I deeply apologize for doubting you. So, Mr. Darnley, could you please give me a final verdict on the value of these items?
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its purpose, its structure and appearance are exquisite enough to merit it a place in any fine home. The same can be said for this one here. You could hope to possess an item that so perfectly blends mechanical wonder with geometric grace. I'm sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world. With that in mind, I earnestly recommend procuring every last item in this collection.
All right. Since I hired you as my consultant, Mr. Darnley, I shall, of course, trust your good opinion.
Yeah.
Then, in that case, Miss Kenyon, I'll take the lot. However, since the final sum is quite large, how about we start with an initial deposit to the Northland Bank?
The Northland Bank? Oh, you refer to the fiduciary house. Oh, very well.
I hear people only use the term bank nowadays. In that case,
Wow.
I'll be off for now. I'll return to collect the goods once you've received the funds.
That's crazy.
My friend, have you been doing well?
Yeah.
My days have been quite pleasant as well. I had been quietly enjoying a cup of tea when Mr. Schauser requested my services. As for you, Miss Kidman, I presume you must be looking to settle in the city?
I must say, the name Kenyon sounds exceedingly strange coming from you. Perhaps you could dispense with that particular epithet in further conversation.
Whatever for. Am I not addressing you as a friend should?
Well, that is true, but... Alas, refer to me however you will. After all, a name exists such that others may address you with it. One is hardly ignorant of that fact.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy that these two already knew each other. For real.
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud.
One has indeed. One's previous days were all free. Now that one has made up one's mind to move and settle, one has gained a much better appreciation of the hubbub and commotion of the city, as well as the people's hard work and ardor. This city is much changed from how it was more than 1,000 years ago.
Not unlike the ocean tide, so too shall the movement of people ebb and flow. From turmoil to peace, enlightenment to aspiration. Human society possesses limitless potential. In another 1,000 years, the scene we witness here may change in ways that are impossible for either of us to imagine.
You make a valid point, Taiwan. Now that the sale is concluded, let's say one pays a host as we try some specialty dishes together.
Right.
One must profess great interest in fine bamboo shoot soup.
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were at the table on that occasion, so logic dictates that you should have already tried it.
So, what occasion was this?
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago. Alas, you must have been too preoccupied to secure yourself a portion. Or perhaps our other companions simply availed themselves of faster reflexes on that occasion.
Hardly, but most certainly out of consideration to the others in attendance. In but a moment, one will show you what it means to have a true deftness of hand.
Wow.
Instead of that, bamboo shoot soup, mora meat, crab roast tofu, triple layered consomme. We shall enjoy the lot. One has already passed word to Shenhe and Gong to make a reservation. It is prime time for them to meet one's newest disciple. Is that agreeable to everyone?
Right.
It should be a most splendid occasion.
Thank you so much, Cloud Retainer.
Do you? Come now, it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhang Lu. He is,
A humble employee of Wang Cheng's funeral parlor. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Zhang Lu. Nice to meet everyone, right? Let's go!
Yeah.
Actually, Master, have you ever tried a breakfast temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite. You know, because it's super tempting and stuff. Is that fair? That sounds rather implausible. Although with the right preparation, certain dishes can be too delicious to resist. What? Why are you laughing so fast? Wait, where's the camera?
Oh, you got left behind. Wow. And John and Jan Yoon or John Yoon story we completed. So yeah. Oh, it's a letter. Okay. That was a lot. So yeah, we completed her shit. All right. So far, we haven't unlocked any other shit yet. So, next episode, we're gonna start aka Raiden Shogun. The first chapter, bro. So, yeah. Start that next episode, yeah, guys. Man, it's been a while since we've been to Inazuma, so yeah. So yeah. So we're putting chapter 3 on hold. So yeah. And look at this. John Yoon shit is over here, so yeah. And we have 8 over here. And oh shit, you know what that means, yeah, guys. That means we're starting to do the wish shit. So yeah. Go. Very fucking characters, bro. Oh, it's a damn repeat. Oh man, it just sucks that it's all weapons, bro. That's the thing that sucks, bro. You know what? I'm gonna focus on Team Intertwine Fate. So yeah. I'm gonna just focus on Intertwine Fate, bro. Right now. So yeah. So yeah, that'll be it. Again, next episode it'll be A, aka Raiden Shogun's first chapter, yeah guys. And then afterwards we'll go back to chapter 3. But yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Bob TV sign off.